you did 26 years in the feds. And I'm still flabbergasted by that. I was just like, and you wouldn't tell me until we got here. So now I gotta know, why were you in the feds? Why were you doing? What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler with Boss Talks on the Rooftop, Season 3. Today I have the greatest honor of introducing the most professional volunteer in the world. I call her the godmother of philanthropy, Miss Vandella Menifee. How you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
Hey, it's my honor and my pleasure to have you. We finally able to get a chance to actually sit down and really connect.
After multiple tries,
hey,
we're finally here.
Hey,
thank you so much for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely. I want to be appreciative of your time, so I want to get right into explain to us what a professional volunteer is.
Most people, when they hear volunteer, they hear it as being physical labor, because most of the time when you volunteer, you're doing something physical. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm more so of a connector of people.
Right.
There are people that have needs that contact me, and there are people that have things that they want to give to an organization. They'll contact me. So I would say I'm more so a connector of people,
right,
versus the title of just a simple volunteer. And so because I retired in a profession, I just say that I'm a professional volunteer. And when you volunteer, you're giving of your time, your skills, your knowledge, and bringing people together. And when you're not getting paid for it, that's the volunteer service part of it.
Understanding that I'm not going to your organization to help you put up a fence.
No.
I'm going to connect you with the right people to do it.
My family we adopted a street in Grand Prairie to keep Grand Prairie beautiful.
Nice.
And even with that, I get people that need volunteer hours, or students that are in need of volunteer hours, to come and help, with the cleanup.
Right. So, what's your baby as far as your philanthropy efforts?
I would probably say anything that has to do with children and senior citizens, because the children are our future, and senior citizens have so much that they can give back to us that we can learn from.
Mm-hmm. So, you told me that you did 26 years in the feds, and I'm still flabbergasted by that. I was just like, and you wouldn't tell me until we got here. So now I gotta know, why were you in the feds? Why were you doing time so long? Because now my mind's just gone and spinning.
That's funny. So when I told you that, what was the first thing came to your mind? What did you think that I was doing time for?
I don't want to say it out loud. My experiences with people in the feds is totally horrible. I don't want to say it out loud. So, like I told you from what my first thoughts were, but I just don't want to say it. So I was like,
I've gotten several things when I ask people that, especially after I tell them I've done 26 years, and some people move away from me because they think I've murdered multiple people in order to get 26 years.
Yeah. Some
people think that I've embezzled a lot of money, or I was a drug queen.
Oh my God.
And so it's the gamut. But no, I actually retired from the federal prison.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. See. That makes sense. And so, technically, you were in prison.
I was in prison, yes. I do time just like they do. The only difference is I get to go home for a couple of hours every day.
Right. So, see, in my mind, I was like, oh, she's the queen pin. She's been doing, I was like, she's a mastermind. She doesn't do things. She gets other people to do it. My mind went wild with that. I want you to.
You're not the first one. Yes.
So you did 26 years in the federal system. What did you see that actually needs more of from our Black community and from our entrepreneurs that's actually in the community?
Probably because they need resources from the community. And when I say resources from the community, I serve on the Community Relations Board for the federal prison in Fort Worth and the federal prison in Carswell. And the one thing that they don't have a lot of is volunteers to come into the institution to actually provide some type of connection from the community back to the prison. And that transition is so important because it keeps them connected to the community. And it's not like, it's not the same as when they have visitors during visitation, but when people actually come in and provide some type of training, some type of mentorship, something to kind of keep them encouraged, because when you're locked up, you're actually removed away from the community and the people that you love. Regardless of what you're in jail for, you still have those same feelings of wanting to be connected to something.
Right. And so you're more so engaged with
integrating them back into society. Yes,
society.
but some people are closer to being released, and then there are others who are serving a double life sentence.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they still need to be able to have that sense of community.
Right. And get them through that time.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I'm not a big person on going into prisons and doing that, because that's not my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is more so on the kids side.
Okay.
So, whenever you go into helping
But you still have a lot of kids that have parents that are incarcerated. So when you can understand that child's point of view in having a parent removed from their life because they're incarcerated, that gives you a greater understanding how to deal with that child.
Right. So did you have to deal with a lot of kids that whose parents were incarcerated? Like what?
Not directly, but kind of indirectly, because my thing was to help the individual maintain a relationship with their children. I encourage them to make phone calls, to, if they drew, find something to draw and send it to them, have conversations, read to them over the telephone, try and be as much as possible being engaged in that child's life. Even though you're removed from them, you can still be engaged in their lives.
Right. So another reason that we had such a hard time with reconnecting is you have a full calendar.
Yes.
Like, people think I'm busy, but you have a full calendar. And like, I want to go into like, how can we be part of your events, and how can people reconnect with you on some of the events that you have going on, and really just tell us more so how you're just using your network, because you know a lot of people.
Yes.
And a lot of affluent people and a lot of prominent people within this community and out of it. What is that like with balancing your lifestyle?
Well, I say it's because of my husband and our two sons. They support me unconditionally. And I think it's because when you have your family support, your opportunities actually become unlimited, because you have that support. You don't have to. It's not like I don't balance my volunteer life with my family life, because my husband is retired too.
Right.
And with us both being retired, it makes it easier for me to be involved in things that matters to me, is serving others. And my kids, they're actually volunteers in their own right. Both my kids have received Presidential Volunteer Service Awards.
Oh, wow.
My first son received his when he was 16 years old, and my other son just received the gold medal last year. And it had nothing to do with the services that I do. They do their own services on their own. Right.
Well, that's a huge testament to your lineage, your legacy, what you're instilling into your own kids.
Yeah, because when you give to others, people will see it, and they will give you other opportunities because you are giving to others. And I connect with people because they contact me. I don't have to contact anyone. Everything that I do is because someone contacted me.
Right.
And it's given me some opportunities that I would not have had I been working a regular job.
Right.
Because most of the time when events occur, they occur during the day. Because for one, it's cheaper.
Very.
Yes, so it's normally a luncheon.
Very, yeah.
So during the luncheon, it all started out with me volunteering at the school because I was retired and I wanted to, you can only clean and cook, so much in a day.
Right.
And I had a lot of time on my hand. I was accustomed to working 10 and 12 hours a day. So I started volunteering at the school. Then I became involved in the PTA. I was already a member of the PTA, but not as involved because I didn't have that much time because I was traveling.
Right.
And then I joined the Mansfield ISD Education Foundation, started raising money for it. And then different people started contacting me. They asked me if I would like to attend an event. Yes, I'm available. And then they started asking me, okay, this company has bought a table, but no one is attending. Can you fill this table? Because the worst thing you want to do is have an event that's sold out and nobody is in the seat.
Nobody's there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just as bad as not selling out.
Right.
So they'd start contacting me and asking me if I could fill seats.
Yeah.
And so I started filling seats at different events. And
you need us to step in for a seat filler, please.
Yes.
Let us know. Everybody on the camera like, hey, we want to go to that.
Exactly. Let me see. My most recent thing, I had 75 tickets for the Rangers that we filled seats for. And then Rock T, when he had his Stomp Awards, we filled 600 seats for him.
Yeah, we were awarded some of that. We was beneficiary for some of those. We really appreciate that.
It's like those opportunities. And if I had not had the opportunity to meet so many people, it's just a matter of me, sending out a message and say, hey, this is what I have. And people respond back to me. I was like, okay, this is where you pick up your tickets.
Absolutely.
And so it's a blessing for me. It really is.
And you've been a blessing to everyone else. So
yes.
Like I can say for myself and for what you've done for us, like we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
We really honor you. So I'm happy that we stuck with it.
Yes.
Able to finally get you on the set. So cheers to many blessings.
Cheers, yes.
Many more opportunities.
Thank you.
We're drinking juice.
Yes.
So cheers, like we're drinking juice.
We can cheers to juice.
But so how do we get involved with you? How do we connect with you? Do we go through Instagram, your website, Facebook?
I am not a social media person. I am the worst person when it comes to social media. I have an Instagram page, I have a Facebook page, but everybody that's on my Instagram, I know them personally.
Right.
Everybody that's on my Facebook, I know them personally because it's not... some people need it for business, and some people need it to promote whatever it is that they need to promote. For me, it's a personal way that I reach out to people when I have something that's going on. If somebody has reached out to me like they need volunteers, I know where this person is or where that person is, so I can reach out to them.
Right.
So when it comes, I was just thinking last night that I need to catch up on my social media and post because I've attended several events that I haven't even posted. So I always, my mayor, Ron Jensen, I always say, Vandella, how long is it going to take you to post whatever event that we're attending? I say, at least you get the historical version. So it's the historical version.
I was here.
Yes, I was here. Yes.
But well, I got a person that can handle your social media.
Okay, thank you.
She's really good. Really good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm bad at posting when I'm actually at places. I always post when I'm gone.
Yes. But see, for me, I'll leave one event and then I get invited to something else. There have been times that, and I don't drive because I'm losing my vision in my left eye from 2 terrible accidents within 3 years.
Wow.
So my husband always say, I take you where you need to go, and you need to find your friends to take you where you want to go.
Yeah.
And because I get invited to some amazing places and events and some amazing opportunities. I have friends that, Vandella, do you need to go any place this week? Because I always get you tickets to wherever it is.
Yeah.
So it's never really a problem for someone to take me someplace. And I don't stay long because of my physical condition. So it's like I hit it, quit it, and I'm on to the next thing.
On to the next thing.
Yes.
For those of you that call yourselves my friends, I'm gonna need you to pick me up. Y'all want to go somewhere? I got the tickets. Don't worry about it. Pick me up. I don't want to drive no more. Like that's a blessing in itself.
It is, but I tell people it is a blessing because I have some amazing people in my circle of life that are willing to assist me. But it's like the times when I want to go someplace and I don't want to ask my husband because, my husband does so much. And it's like I can't just get up and go.
Right.
So because that's when it's bad.
Right.
But other than that, I have friends. They'll invite me to places and they don't mind picking me up. Or when I get invitations to different events, it's actually a networking opportunity for them too because they get to meet other people as well.
Absolutely. And see, I love how you revert back to your husband. It seems like you and your husband have a really good
we do.
team,
Yes,
good foundation.
Yes.
So like you kind of piggyback off each other.
Yes.
And how long were y'all married?
We celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary last year, but we've been together 29 years.
Jesus.
Yes, and people say, how can you be with someone? And I always tell people that we've been together this long and we've never had an argument. We met and in 2 weeks we were living together. So.
I guess when you know what you want, you know what you want.
You know, yes. Yes.
2 weeks we're living together. We're together now, you know this, right?
We're together, yes.
So,
yes.
I gotta ask, who said I loved you first, him or you?
Oh, no one has ever asked that question.
Really?
No.
Oh, 25 some odd years.
No one has ever asked who said I love you first. I know when we first went on our first date, and we went to Red Lobster, which is my favorite restaurant, and he didn't know that was my favorite restaurant, but that's where he took me.
Oh, wow.
And so...
in my mind, I feel like he knew. He just say he didn't know.
Well, we had only been together 2 weeks. No, that was like the first week. We met on a Tuesday. We went out, and then on Friday we went out, and he was like, let's go eat.
In my mind, he saw you.
He saw it. And
you never saw him. And like when you met that Wednesday, he already had a game plan.
He already had a game plan.
He already knew. And then like it was like, okay, now like, ma'am, I had already planned out our life months ago. I saw you walking down the street months ago. So in my mind, that's really he had a game plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it worked because we were having dinner. Actually, we took my niece with me, and we're actually going to her wedding in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
So and so he said, I know this is crazy. He said, but I was wondering, what if we got together? And I was like, wow. I said, I was wondering the same thing too.
I bet you were. I bet you were.
And the rest is history.
That's amazing. That's
yes.
a blessing. Like a man with a plan.
Yes.
And
he definitely is a man with a plan.
See, I can dig that. I can dig that. So it also falls in line to everything that I believe. If you have a plan, you can walk it down and you can execute. Of course,
yes.
You're gonna have a little bumps in the road.
Yes.
But if you at least have like some kind of guide to lead you where you're trying to go.
Yes.
God
and
will take
my
care of the
husband
rest.
is my guide.
You can see that's
he leads. I mean, my husband. If I have a question about anything, whatever I'm involved in, he always can give me a perspective that's so much better than I would have thought of. And my husband doesn't like to go to events. He always tell me, okay, which one do I need to go to?
right.
And when I come home, he's like, okay, how'd it go? And we have our whole conversation about what I did, who I met, and he's good after that. But as far as him going, no.
Nah.
And he was like, no, you that's what you do.
See, I'm kind of that way. Like, if I can sit at the house and let you go do your thing, I'm cool.
Yes, that's definitely my husband, Robert.
just let me know. You did what? You did what? What? Okay, that's crazy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, I'm glad you're home. I'm glad you made it safe.
That's pretty much my relationship with my husband, and my kids are the same way. They have the things that they like to do, and then as far as going out to a lot of events, that's not what they like to do.
Yeah, give me like one or two, and then I'm good.
Yes, after that they're good.
Yeah, and I know, like, you've had events like back to back to back.
Yes.
In the same day.
Yes, like Juneteenth, Saturday. Dr. Opal Lee, I marched with her about 2.5 minutes.
That's good.
Yeah, it was so many people out there, and it was so hot, and I applaud her walking the 2.5 miles. I stopped because I don't want to be the one to have to call the ambulance and ruin the whole event.
Right.
So I knew my limitations.
Right.
So after that, a friend, we went to the Juneteenth at Mansfield, the city of Mansfield. That was their first one. That was the first one they ever had in the city of Mansfield. And then after that, I attended the Arlington Black Chamber. They had a Juneteenth event.
Oh, nice.
And that was at the Ranger Stadium, at Globe Life Field.
Okay. So what's your next event?
Actually, my next event is coming up this Saturday with Dr. Opal Lee with the Juneteenth. They're having a, what are they calling it? It's going to be health. It's going to be health science job fair and something else. They're actually giving away a Cadillac X4.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so it's going to be in Arlington.
Okay.
So you can find information about that at www.juneteenthunity.com. Yes.
Okay, guys. Ms. Menifee, thank you for coming.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Godmother of philanthropy, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
It's always an honor.
Yes. And we're going to figure out one day how and when we actually met. We were trying to figure that out, but we're going to figure it out one day.
Yeah, it's going to be wrecking my mind.
Mine too.
What? We've known each other for a good little bit,
Yes,
but I don't remember where we met. But it was like, but it's always love every time.
Yes,
every
sir,
time
it is. I appreciate your support, and thank you so much for supporting our JROTC for their annual awards banquet. We really do appreciate.
Oh, don't tell nobody I've been supporting people.
Okay.
I get hit up enough. Don't
keep that on down.
I'll put that in nowhere. I'll give nothing. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Boss Talks on the Rooftop. I'm Bryson Fowler. Remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers. Get this out of the way.
So I thought you were drinking a liquor.
Not when my guest is not partaking, no.
No, don't mind me.
I do mind you.
Oh.